Hello, everyone, and welcome. The skies are open, and we are in for a wet one. And this with two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Fair catch called for and made. Line gets set, first down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Now on second and short after that pickup. Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 45. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Trying to get the corner. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, no change in the score. The missed 51-yard field goal now gives this offense good starting field position at its own 34. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass and it never had a chance. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Offense lining up quickly.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at 4.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And, guys, the defense wants to get in the quarterback's face, but you can't get a roughing call that gives the offense a first and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Give to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Loses 1. Third down coming up.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Makes one man miss. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the 1st down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
They believe they can run right here. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down.
Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Never a doubt. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He's going to bring it out from deep. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Getting some heat. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what?
He lofts one down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to...
Snags it on the right. Made a defender miss. And it's in for a touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. First down for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. With the catch, it's Mitchell. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QE there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Turns it on in midfield. All kinds of running room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out.
Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. The ball squirts free. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Big 1st down sack for the defense brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabs it inside the 15. No one's going to get him. Touchdown. Quarterback's separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just about 30 seconds to go, and you want to score, but the last thing you need to do is give up a cheapie. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his big tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They move the tight end all over. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback checking off. To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Coming after him. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Bringing it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Unloads to the right. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments, you talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job.
Got enough space. There's a live football. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going to try to get it himself. And the ball slipped out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Going for 6. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now, but it might be too little too late.
And it's picked off. Ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
The return is brought down at the 19, and the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time. He'll throw one to his right. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Man, you think you've got the defense reeling. You just hit him with a big one. You're going to do it again, and instead, sack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity, too, because you deliver the haymaker the play before. You got your opponent on the ropes. You're swinging for the fences on the next play, trying to deliver the knockout shot, and you can't keep your QB protected. Nice job answering by the defense.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He's got it on the run. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They're going to pass on what would figure to be an easy 3 points and instead go for it on 4th down. Quickly complete. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Number 46.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it has gone final in that enormous top 5 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. A top 5 clash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The play action fake. Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's looking for an open man on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Mitchell. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. He just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
Open space at the 25. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing into second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense...
Got some room headed to the goal line. The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And he's going to make it all the way in for a touchdown off the fumble recovery. What a shift in momentum. What a big-time play. He just took matters into his own hands.
And what a mistake by the QB throwing the football. His receiver, obviously, they weren't on the same page at all, but the defender steps in front, makes the big play. And then every kid's dream, right? You play defense, you create the turnover, and then you take it all the way to the end zone.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense set on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Extending the play. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Offense, quick tempo.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. The aerial assault continues. Finds a man on the left. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll go back to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
He wants to throw it. Makes the grab for the 2. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the running back. Fakes his man out. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The give as they work on that clock. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The give to the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30, it would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up-and-hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Great job by the freshman, kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You've got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.